الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه نحمده سبحانه وتعالى ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وصحابه الكرام وعنا معهم بكرمك يا أرحم الراحمين. ويا عباد الله أوصيكم بنفسي وبتقوى الله سبحانه وتعالى فإن الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام اتق الله حيثما كنت. All the praise and thanks are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the cherisher and sustainer of the entire universe. We praise Him and thank Him for all the bounties Allah had bestowed upon us. And first of all, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send His blessings upon Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and all those messengers who came. Firstly, brothers and sisters, we thank Allah also to be among the living ones up to this time. We are very fortunate. Alhamdulillah. The angel of death, he had overstepped us and has taken someone. It means you have to think about it, that tomorrow or tonight or today, you will overstep someone also and come to us. That is as simple as that. Brothers and sisters, when you look in the world, when people become sick, our sickness, no matter how bad it is, how worse that sickness is, it ends up when we die. As soon as we die, finish. No more sickness. You don't feel any more sickness of this body again. But there's another sickness, and that is the sickness of the qalb, of the heart. But that one starts when we die. That starts when we die. The sickness of the heart starts when we die. And that is the most dangerous one. Because that one is ever. This one is just provisional, little bit and so forth. So the sickness you may have in this world, it even has fawaid. It has benefits. Yes. Abu Dhar, radiallahu anhu, when he was asked, what do you want? What do you like? He said, I like sickness. Uhibul marad. He said, you like sickness? He said, if any one of us, somebody said, may you get sick, you will fight that person. But he said, I like sickness. Why? He said, because when I become sick, that sickness, raqqa qalbi, it makes my heart become soft. It makes my heart become very soft. So sickness makes a person's heart become very soft. Sickness is also a means of tathhir al-dhunub. It purifies the person from the sins that you have committed. Takfir al-sayyat, our shortcomings. Until somebody may reach a stage that he may not even have a sin at all before he even leaves this world. The sickness, it makes us to have tazleel. It makes us become humble. When you are sick, no matter how arrogant that person is, when he or she becomes sick, you see the person becomes humble. No matter whatever power the person has in this world, wealth, property, you name it, you see the person becomes very, very humble. So they have fawaid. There are benefits in sickness. And when a person becomes sick, yuhibbun nas, he starts to love people. He starts to love people. Sickness makes a person love people. Even the person he or she may hate, he will love that person at that time. Sickness makes someone yastaghfir Allah. He seek forgiveness from Allah. And even seek forgiveness from mankind. Oh, please, sorry for what I did to you. Please forgive me. When the person was very strong, he doesn't want to do that. But when he's sick, why? Because he knew that he was thinking in mind that, oh, I'm going to die. So the person starts to seek forgiveness from his brothers and sisters and so on and so forth. So there are fawaid. There are benefits in sickness itself. And the sickness makes a person also to have kasratu zikrullah. He starts to make a lot of zikr. Subhanallah, alhamdulillah. Why? Because he wants the last word that comes from his or her mouth to be the one that pleases Allah. Why you don't do that one when you were not sick? Why don't do that when you are not sick? What about if that sickness comes to you and then the maut comes without you having any kind of time at all? You just die without even becoming sick. Because Malakul Maut, he comes to us at any time. And he comes at appointed time. Because Allah has said, Inna al-mawta alladhi tafiruna minhu fa innahu mulaqikum. The death that you are running away from, it is always meeting you. Wherever you go to, it is there. You cannot escape. An incident happened, which is miserable water, which is reality. A man who was having a truck that has so many fruit and everything. He was going to the market. And while he was going, he was crossing the road, the tracks of the train. And then the car got stuck. And the train was coming very fast. So what did the people do? They opened the door for him, and he just got out. And the train came and hit the car. Nobody was inside, it was only the goods. And take it up. The man went, they took the man one side, and the train took up that car, the part of it up. And where do you think it landed? It came and landed on the top of the person who was inside that car. And he died instantly. You know why? The angel of death said, no, that is not the place I was asked to take your life, on the truck of the train. No. The place that has been registered is this side. But you were in the wrong place. So when the time came, he has to come to the right place where the angel of death has to take him. The goods, everything did not go anywhere except where that man was standing. And he was the only one who died. So Allah said, the mouth that you are running away from, it is facing you anywhere that you go to. And that is why Prophet ﷺ had given us admonition. He said, a man came to him and said, Messenger of Allah, Awsini wa awjiz. Messenger of Allah, please, give me advice, but I want you to shorten it for me, please, because I can't take so many things. He said, La taghdab, do not become angry. He said, yes, I have heard that, Messenger of Allah. But just give me more advice, a little bit, because this one I can remember. He said, La taghdab, do not become angry. He said, yes, Messenger of Allah, I hear that one. Just give me another one, a little bit more. He said, La taghdab, do not become angry. 3 times. Why? Here Prophet ﷺ is telling us the stages of ghadab, of anger. 3 stages of anger. 3 stages of anger. That's why he said when we become very angry and you are standing, he says sit down. Sit down. And when you sit down and you still feel it and so forth, he said lie down. If still you feel it more and more, say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, go and make wudu. He said because it comes from the flames of fire. And fire has been extinguished with water. That is one stage. The next stage is when you become angry. Your blood pressure, it goes high. It covers your brain. And you cannot think. You do things that it gives you more strength, more than normal. Some people, they can kick a door and break it like that. Whereas if they were not in state of anger, they cannot do it. They cannot do it. And it makes you also to say things that you are not supposed to say. When you become angry, shaitan comes to you and put in fire and makes you to say things that you are not supposed to say. Maybe you may take it to be light, but in the sight of Allah, it is very, very heavy. We are the luckiest people as Muslims because Allah wants us to go into Jannah. So he said, perform salat. What did Allah say? He said, وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ. And perform what? Salat. Establish salat. Allah said, establish salat. Why? Because those people who go to the hellfire, when they are being questioned, the first thing they will answer, لَمْ نَكُ مِنَ الْمُصَلِّينَ. You were not among those people who used to establish salat. That's the first thing. And that is the first thing also when you go to the grave. That's the first thing you'll be questioning. And therefore, Prophet Muhammad said, as-salat, as-salat, as-salat. When he was at his last to leave this world. Salat. But salat, why is salat? Some people, they perform salat to go to hell, so that they can go to hell. And some people, they perform salat so that they can go to Al-Jannah. Where did they get it from? From Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. When he was sitting down with his companions, a woman passed by. She greeted Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then she was talking about her neighbor. He said, my neighbor. Messenger of Allah. He said, yes. What's happened? He said, she performs salat. She's very good. She performs tahajjud. She fasts. She gives zakat. She went to Hajj and so forth. Prophet Sallallahu said, yeah, that's a very good person. He said, but Messenger of Allah, her tongue is so sharp. She cursed this one. She abused that one. She did this and that. She backbite that one. She did this and that all the time. Prophet Muhammad said, are you sure? He said, yes. She said, yes. He said, here finnar. She will be in the hellfire. He said, Messenger of Allah. I said, she performed salat all the time and performed tahajjud, fast and perform, voluntary fasting. He said, yes. But you said, her tongue? He said, yeah. He said, hey. She did not establish salat. She will be in the hellfire. It was not long, another woman passed and greeted Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and said, Messenger of Allah, my neighbor, he said, she performs salat 5 times a day, and she fasts in the Ramadan and so forth. She gives zakat if she can. She performs Hajj. He said, good. So what is the problem? He said, but Messenger of Allah, she is very good. Anytime she wants to talk, she talks good. Anybody's name that she mentioned, she talks so good about them. All the time. And she makes a lot of zikr and istighfar. Prophet ﷺ said, here fil Jannah. She is in Al-Jannah. So now, I recall when we were studying this in the university. Our professor said, some people, they perform salat, they yadkhuluna nara, so that they will enter hellfire. And some also, they do it in order to enter Al-Jannah. I said, how come? He said, because the one who performs salat, but he does not establish salat in his or her life, did not do the salat. And if you did not do your salat, where are you going to be? He said, so how can it be? He said, performing salat means you do 5 times salat, 2 rakats, 4 rakats, 3 rakats, or 4 rakats, that is good. He said, but when you finish that salat, what came to your mouth? What did you say? To your brother, your sister? How did you treat your brother, your sister? Your neighbor? Your family members? What do you do? If you speak good to them, become nice to them, and so forth. Here you have performed salat and you have established salat. Adayta salat wa aqamta salat. You have performed salat and you have also established salat. So the performance of our salat is the greatest thing, but not just to perform it in a dry things like that. No. It has to be part of. It's saying that salat tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Wala zikrullahi akbar. Your salat has to prevent you. It has to prevent you from doing bad things. So salat is the greatest thing. And when we are in this world, you must think about it, that you are going to leave this world at any time. You're going to leave this world at any time. That's why he said, Kullu amin wa antum bi khair. Every year come and you are good and so on and so forth. How many people the arm will come to them? The year will come to them. So we say, Taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. May Allah accept it. What you have done now, may Allah accept it for us. Because how many people the next year will come? Like myself and you? You don't know which one of us will be alive for next year. Only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows. So a believer, all the time you prepare yourself. This world is not for us. We are here just for a few minutes, that is it. You should not become like the people of Safina, of the ship. They went and landed on an island. The captain told them that, look, I'm dividing you into three. This group, and that group, and that group. And all of you must come at this time. One of the groups, when they went, what did they do? They looked at the nice things and so forth, but they came back exact time. The second group, what did they do? They went and they took a lot of fruits and so forth. They bought it. The captain said, look, there's no place here to put these fruits here. You have to sit on it. And then the third group, they said, oh, the place is so nice, and so forth. They started to eat and so forth, and then they slept. When the time came, the captain just left them over there. That is how human beings you are in this world. Some of us, you think that this is the only place. So you are enjoying ourselves here. You don't think of the after. That's what Professor Masama said, you must always make sure you remember and remind yourself every day about the death, that you are going to die. Live now, he said, after 10 seconds, I'm no more. So he said what? Whatever thing you are going to say, know that you have answer for it, Yawm al-Qiyamah, and let that, وَلِيَكُنْ صَوَابًا. You must have an answer for whatever thing you are saying, and make sure that the answer that you are going to give to Allah, it is the correct answer. If you don't know that, then don't say it. You don't know that? Or your answer cannot be correct? Don't say it. Prophet Sallallahu gave us another admonition. He said what? Min husn al-mar'i tarkuhu ma la yaqul. The Islam, the best part of the Islam of a Muslim is to leave what does not concern you. Al-fudul ahlakna. Al-fudul. Things that does not concern us, it has destroyed us. In our homes, in our families, and so on and so forth, that is what is killing us, killing Muslims all over the world. What does not concern us, that's what you want to indulge in it more than what is concerned our own selves. So Prophet ﷺ has said, the best part of a Muslim, his religion, his Islam, is to leave what does not concern you. Don't talk about it. Yes, because you end up of giver. Aisha radiallahu anha, she was there. A woman came in the house of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and when she left, Aisha radiallahu anha said, "Innaha qasira." Oh, she's too short. Aisha radiallahu anha, she said, the woman is too short. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Oh yeah, Aisha, Aisha, does that structure of that woman concern you?" He said, "You know what you said?" He said, "No, Messenger of Allah." He said, "What you said, the sin of that, if you were to mix the ocean with it, it will have come over it." Look, one thing. Even when oil tank, if you fall on the on ocean and so forth, it does not cover all. But he said, what thing that you said about that woman in her absence, if that thing you were to take it and mix the ocean with it, it will have overwhelmed all of us. He said, so what to do? He said, go and tell her. Get up, run. Go and tell her that I said this about you, that you were too short. So please forgive me. And she ran. Look. That, look at it. What about us eating our brothers and sisters' flesh? You know, when you eat your blood, that's why the griba. Backbiting and slandering is the worst thing. You call it halakha. That is the thing that shaves. You know the shaver that people use to shave? You know the barbers they use? Yes. You call backbiting and slandering as halakha. It's a shaver. How can it be? He said it is like someone who had built a mansion that cost about £5 million. He decorated everything and so forth. At the end of the day that he was going inside with his keys, he had it and so forth, somebody came from nowhere and said, "Can you please give me the keys?" He said, "Who are you?" "This is my mansion. I did it with my own money," and so forth. He said, "Yes, you did it, but you did it for me. It is for me. You have to go." He said, "How can that be?" He said, "Please just give it to me." Give the key, and he became homeless. He said, that is how backbiting and slandering is. Yawm al-Qiyamah, your salat, your zakat, your fasting, your hajj, all the good things you do, that person, Allah said, all your good deeds should be given to this person that you backbited him or her. And when that thing has finished, and still you have more, backbiting this and so on and so forth, they come, they say, "Oh, all the good deeds of this person has gone." He said, Allah said, take the bad deeds of those people he or she backbited and put it upon him or her. When they say, "Yes, you have put it," you say, "Okay, throw him into the hellfire." If Salah did not save him, Zakah did not, fasting did not, Hajj did not. Al-Haliqa, the shaver, have shaved all his hasanat. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have to be very, very, very careful. This mouth, we have to be very careful with it. Yes. Because Prophet someone has said, a lot of people who will enter hellfire will be hasa'id al-sinatim, the harvest of their tongues, that will take them to hellfire. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we have to be very, very careful. In order to save ourselves, always be with the company that remembers Allah. If you be in a place where people just like to talk about this one and so on and so forth, abstain from there. Because you become part of it. And you don't want your good deeds to be gone. Because you don't even know how many it has been accepted, let alone for it to go. So brothers and sisters, this is the life. The death is there. You are going to face it now. Let that one be ibrah. Let it become as lesson for me and you. You are going, and it's so sad when you go to the graveyard, you will see some people, they go to stand over that side and laughing and so forth, as if they are not in the cemetery. As if they are not in the cemetery at all. They'll be laughing and talking. Go and see. Walk there and see. Pray for those people who are there. You will see a child 1 week, just 1 week, brother. 1 week old is written. Some 2 weeks, some 1 year. And you're about 40 years, 50 years. And you are standing there laughing. You think that your time is far? Your grave is already dark. Oh, I'm telling you. The only thing remains is to put me and you inside it. You don't go there to laugh. Brothers and sisters, the way to Jannah is so sweet, but it has some thorns and obstacles. May Allah bless all of us. Amen. May Allah forgive us our sins. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم من سائر المسلمين. نحمده سبحانه وتعالى ونشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد انه محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل وسلم على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى اله وصحبه اجمعين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you. As Allah has united us here, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite all of us in Jannah Firdaus. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect your children. Amen. Any kind of fitna that is going on in the world, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect them. Amen. All these bad companies and so forth, may Allah protect them from that. Amen. May Allah give them knowledge. Amen. May Allah make them very firm in the deen. Amen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them the ability to know the deen, so that when we also go, they will pray for us. Amen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive those who have gone to the grave beyond. Our Sheikh Salah, Alfa Kamara, Sako, all those people. And our sister who is now over there that you are going to perform Janazah. May Allah forgive all. May Allah make us all enter Jannah Firdaus. All our shortcomings, may Allah forgive. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make our heart become as this we say that. That may Allah not make any kind of hatred and enmity be in our hearts towards those people who believe. May Allah make us all live as Muslims and die as Muslims. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your families become the best. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. عباد الله كونوا صالحين يرحمكم